Second one somewhat aligns with this because it's related to money. It's the speed of getting paid. It's like, I know you talk about it as well. It was the breakthrough going way back. It's really been the breakthrough in every business I've ever had. Like, how do you finance these things? So way back in the cleaning industry days, where they would pay on 30 and 60-day terms, we would renegotiate to get paid weekly. So instead of taking a price increase, annual price increase, like, okay, this year we'll skip the price increase or whatever the example might be. So you're saving 3% on your money, but we want to get a weekly check. And so you'd speed up, and that was all obviously commercial work. You'd find creative ways to get paid faster. And that's how you finance the business. That's how you stay out of a line of credit, all these types of things. Well, in the CityTurf business, it was exactly the same thing. But for me, the solution was, how do you charge a credit card every week? And how do you charge a credit card as soon as you do the work? This is not a new idea at this point, but it's a critical concept to understand that there's a cost of money. Like, you're basically, if you are getting paid on 30-day terms, meaning you do the work and they pay you 30 days later, you're lending your clients money. And you're a bank. You will get some of the money from them and some of the money will go bad. You'll never get it, but you're a bank and that costs you money. Not only does it cost you money because you're essentially a bank and you're loaning money, it costs you money because you don't have that money in your bank account. So when you log into whatever your bank account is, instead of your balance showing, $24,000, it typically shows $6,000. And just think about what that does to you from a psychological standpoint. You look at that bank account balance, you're like, I don't have any money to hire another foreman. I don't have any money to spend on marketing in spring. And so just the simple act of having a bigger average daily balance in your bank account because you're getting paid faster changes psychology. It's like, oh, I could float $5,000 a month to pay for somebody else to be on the team and answer the phone so we can turn estimates faster and or whatever the scenario is, the problem is that you need to solve. So the speed of getting paid is truly one of the single most important things, and it applies to every single business that exists anywhere in the world. There is no exception. And sophisticated owners know that if they're getting paid slow, that has to be reflected in the price. So in other words, if I'm a smart business owner and my customer is the government and the government's going to pay me on 60 or 90-day terms, then what I do is like, okay, well, it's going to cost me 7% on my money to use a line of credit to get my money faster. So if the government owes me $200,000 in 90 days, I can get $200,000 today from the bank on a line of credit and just pay that back. It's not how most of us think, but that's how these big companies would think about it. It's like, okay, they won't pay me for 90 days. I can solve the problem with a line of credit at the bank, but that is going to cost me X amount of money. So I just build it into my price to the government. That's how it works. That's how you maintain margins. And so I just give that illustration to say there is no free lunch, but most of us that are younger in business, we're not as sophisticated at this. We're learning as we go. We never worked in a big corporation in the finance department, saw how it really works and how people really think about this. We just let that money, we don't make up for that money. We don't charge it back to the client that's floating money with us, and it kills our margins. So there's so many scenarios. Like, you're killing your margins by doing this. You're not hiring as fast as you could. You're not reinvesting in your equipment as fast as you could. You're not doing the marketing you could, all because you have so much money on loan out to everybody, all of your clients. And so if there's one thing that you want to get right from the beginning so you can minimize the pain of growing a company, which means you go faster, you grow through the problems faster, that's a theme that I like to talk about. This is how you do it. This is how you do it without getting loans and without getting a investor. You just get paid immediately. And I know many companies who get paid in advance. They might bill once a month, but they bill at the first of the month for all the work coming up for the month. That's even better than getting paid the day after you do the work. So be creative about this. So many people do it now. To do this in home services 15 years ago was insanely unusual. Now, I know not everybody does it, but it is so much more common now. Things have changed that if you're not doing this, you're just leaving money on the table and you're creating unnecessary pain for yourself.
I was looking the other day because now we're pulling bank balances from QuickBooks for all the locations. and we're pulling into our dashboard that also pulls from Homeworks. And so now we have a really good snapshot. But what's interesting is seeing the people that bill weekly versus monthly and the gyrations of the bank balance. And based upon when I pull data of how much is in the bank balance and what that's doing to their psychology. And I think like the whole concept of like higher lows and lower highs kind of helps when your bank balance is a little more steady.
100%.
And like I would rather, like you could have the same profit margin, like let's call it 20% profit margin. But if one day you're -5, the next day you are +40, like you're up and down, it's very hard to make good decisions. And even back to what we just mentioned before, like I don't hire the foreman for the extra few dollars an hour, like you had mentioned, because I have my off season, now I have a cash crunch and I go get a loan. These are all decisions that are made poorly because of this limitation of capital. And so to your point, like having a bank balance is low might put you in the place where like I can't afford that extra investment in marketing or the foreman or the extra truck upgrade. And one thing I found is funny is when you talk about the gyrations of a bank balance is people buy things that they don't really need based upon the top and make sense of it because like, well, I have like $100,000. I was like, well, that was last week. Now you have 20. But then when it comes to like long-term investments and what needs to happen in the company, like getting an operations manager or investing in some new technology, like, oh no, I only have 20 grand. I can barely make payroll next week. And so that up and down
so true.
Makes it very hard. Like the psychology, like business is hard enough, let alone with like the resources that you are trying to work with go up by 5x and then down by 30, 40, 50%, it's very difficult to just stay even keel and make good decisions. Yeah. If you've built a $1 million home service business, but you're struggling to get to the next level at $10 million in annual revenue, I've created a private community just for you. It's called Home Service Boardroom because what got you to $1 million is all the work, the hustle, the grind, figuring out your leads, your website. But what gets you from $1 million to $10 million is learning the skill of leadership, finding other great talent and managers to work for you. If that's of interest, go check out mikeandy.com/school or see the link in the description.